Bob Lazar claims to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology at a secret government facility near Area 51. NASA itself doesn't believe in aliens in the sense of having a religious or philosophical conviction. Bob Lazar is the complete opposite when it comes to aliens and what's out there in the universe. Throughout history, there have been events that have baffled even the smartest scientists. Take the WOW signal, for example. This was a super strong radio signal, super narrow too, picked up back in 1977. It was so intense, it really made people think it might be from aliens. But the weird thing is, they never heard it again. Then there's the Perseverance signal. Now this one is seriously mysterious. Imagine, the Perseverance rover on Mars picks up this super strong radio signal. NASA was completely stumped. They couldn't figure out where it came from. And let's not forget fast radio bursts. These are like cosmic firecrackers. These super powerful bursts of radio waves from deep space. Scientists have no idea where they come from, and some even think they might be artificial, like aliens sending messages. Now look, Lazar's claims are pretty wild, and we don't have proof of any of it. But what if there's actually something to it? Shouldn't we be at least a little curious? He talks about this stuff called Element 115 powering these spacecraft.
What is Element 115? Is it found here on Earth, or is it strictly an extraterrestrial material?
115 is strictly an extraterrestrial material.
Now, we don't even know if that element actually exists. It implies they're way ahead of us in terms of science and technology. So if the government really knows about aliens, they're keeping it a pretty big secret. This raises some serious questions, doesn't it? What if they're using this technology for their own gain? Or even worse, suppressing it from the public? We deserve to know the truth. He talks about these alien spacecraft with propulsion systems that are just mind-blowing. Imagine the possibilities. But think about it. If we got our hands on that kind of technology, could we really be trusted with it? It could be used for amazing things, but it could also fall into the wrong hands and cause unimaginable destruction. Now think about this. If we were to get our hands on alien technology, especially something as advanced as their propulsion systems, it could be a game changer. On the one hand, imagine the possibilities. Medical breakthroughs, clean energy sources. It could be incredible. But on the other hand, there's the potential for serious misuse. You could easily see this technology being weaponized. Imagine super weapons powered by something we don't even understand. Maybe even weapons that could cause unimaginable destruction. And then there's the risk of an arms race. If one country gets their hands on this technology, everyone else would be scrambling to keep up. That could lead to a really dangerous situation where the whole world is destabilized. Imagine this. Rogue nations, even individuals, getting their hands on alien technology. It could completely disrupt the balance of power, right? Suddenly, someone could have weapons we can't even begin to imagine. Talk about a scary thought. And then there's the environmental risk. We don't understand this alien technology. We don't know how it works, what it does to our planet. What if it messes with the environment in ways we can't even predict? That's a nightmare scenario if you ask me. This guy, Lazar, he's made some pretty wild claims about all this. We don't know how much of it is true, but it definitely makes you think. Bob Lazar claims he worked on alien spacecraft at this super-secret government facility. He talks about these crazy propulsion systems, way beyond anything we can even imagine. He mentions this Element 115, some super powerful stuff that we don't even know exists. It's wild, right? And he says he read these classified documents about aliens being involved in human history for thousands of years. Now, a lot of people are skeptical, and for good reason. But you gotta admit, his story is pretty captivating. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Bob Lazar also claims he worked on this super-secret government project where they were studying alien technology.
You're talking about physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence.
He's talking about spacecraft with propulsion systems that defy everything we know about physics, powered by some element we don't even have on Earth. It's mind-blowing stuff, right? But think about it. If this is even remotely true, it changes everything. It means we're not alone, that there are civilizations out there way ahead of us. And if the government's keeping it all secret, that raises some serious questions, doesn't it? What if they're using this technology for themselves? What if they're hiding something from us? Whether you believe him or not, Lazar's story really makes you think about our place in the universe and what else might be out there. Let's talk about how scientists hunt for aliens. The key is finding what we call biosignatures. Think of them like clues left behind by life, little fingerprints, if you will. These can be chemical things like special molecules that are usually associated with living things. Or they could be geological clues like fossils or even the shapes of rocks that suggest life once existed there. So, imagine you're a detective and you're trying to figure out if there was ever a party on Mars. You'd look for evidence, right? Did someone leave a plate of cookies? Are there muddy footprints on the floor? Well, scientists are doing the same thing, but on a cosmic scale. They're searching for those telltale signs that life, in any form, once called Mars home. NASA is deeply invested in exploring the vast expanse of the universe and trying to answer that age-old question, are we alone? It's a bit like sending out explorers to uncharted lands, but on a much grander scale. They're constantly launching these amazing machines, probes and telescopes, into space. These aren't just any old gadgets. They're equipped with super-sensitive instruments that can analyze distant stars, sniff out the atmospheres of planets orbiting other stars, and even capture images of breathtaking nebulae. From Bob Lazar to scientists that discovered a mysterious, non-human species that will change everything. Make sure to go watch our last video. Here's a preview.
For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars, wondering if we're the only form of life in the vastness of space. But what if the answers have been quietly unfolding before us this whole time? From signals that seem too precise to be random to traces of hidden life in asteroids and alien oceans, scientists are uncovering evidence that challenge our understanding of the cosmos. The mystery of Martian microbes. In 1996, NASA made headlines with the discovery that hinted at the possibility of ancient Martian life. A meteorite named Allen Hills 84001. It was believed to have been originated from Mars. It was originally found in Antarctica. Now, when scientists examined this rock, they uncovered tiny, worm-like structures resembling fossilized bacteria. These microscopic formations, along with chemical traces like magnetite crystals and carbonate globules, often linked to biology activity on Earth, here where life is thriving. This, of course, sparked global intrigue. Though scientists debated whether these signs were biological or purely chemical, the discovery alone reignited interest in Mars. And